this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. In this video, we will crochet the Gingerbread Man Table Runner using filet crochet technique, which is easy. It is just using chains and double crochet stitches. We can create these images, and filet means net or mesh in French. So it's for these grid-like patterns that we create with filet crochet technique. So first we do the gingerbread man following the chart. I did here 2 of them in opposite directions. If you'd like to do the same, and then using 2 contrast color threads, we'll do the candy cane border, and this is just 1 round. So I hope you enjoy learning this new technique. It was new to me as well. It was interesting to learn. And my table runner here measures about 20.5 inches long and 8 inches wide. I use crochet thread size 10, and once again I like to use Golo thread as with many of my other filet crochet projects. I just like this thread. It's really nice to work with, and my main color is this brown. One ball has 250 yards in it, 40 grams. And for my candy cane edge, I use red and white, also Golo size 10. And crochet hook is 1.75 millimeters. Here is my gingerbread man chart. It has 32 blocks, 43 rows if you make just one guy, but if you want to make more, you just repeat the rows 4 to 40. And the chart is made up with 2 types of squares. The black squares are called solid blocks. They are made with 3 double crochet stitches, and the white squares are called open blocks. They are made with 2 chains and 1 double crochet. And this is symmetrical chart, meaning we can read it either from right to left or left to right. The amount of blocks is always the same. And because each block consists of 3 stitches and we have 32 blocks, we have to start this with 3 times 32, which is 96, plus 5 for the first open block. So we start with 101 chains. And I like to mark the beginning of each row with a little arrow to keep track of my rows. And make a slip knot with my first color. Now chain 101. And the chart shows that first 3 rows are all open blocks. To start the first row of open blocks, we need to first double crochet in 8 chain from hook 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is the beginning open block, and to continue open blocks, now chain 2, then skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and double crochet in the next. Chain 2, skip 2 chains, double crochet in the next. Chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet. And I have my first row of 32 open blocks made, and to start next row and each next row, so first we chain 5, then turn, and now double crochet in the next double crochet. And to make the open blocks, chain 2, and double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 2 and double crochet. Repeat this. I will show you how to end the row. To make the last open block on each row, chain 2, and then just count the third stitch chain from the stitch, so 1, 2, and double crochet in the third. And then you can start third row same way, chain 5, turn, double crochet in the next stitch, and continue chain 2, double crochet. Again, all open blocks. And on row 4 we start the solid blocks. So first we do 8 open blocks, then 4 solid blocks, 8 open blocks, 4 solid blocks, and 8 open blocks. I did 8 open blocks, and now 4 solid blocks. We make 2 double crochets in a chain space and 1 in the next stitch. Again, 2 in the next chain space and 1 in the next stitch. Four solid blocks. Now make 8 open blocks. And now again 4 solid blocks. You can also count 12 double crochets for 4 solid blocks. And finish the row with 8 open blocks. Row 5 starts with 7 open blocks, then 6 solid blocks, 6 open, 6 solid, and end with 7 open blocks. I did 7 open blocks, now 6 solid. The first solid block above open block, again double crochet 2 in chain space and 1 in the next stitch. And now this is 4 solid blocks. We just double crochet in each of these stitches. And for 6 solid blocks, you can also count total 18 double crochets. And the 6th solid block here above open block, so I do again 2 double crochets in chain space and 1 in the stitch. Then continue 6 open blocks, and then you repeat the same for that second leg with these 6 solid blocks. Row 6 starts with 6 open blocks, 4 solid, 2 open, 2 solid, 4 open, 2 solid, 2 open, 4 solid, and 6 open. Did 6 open blocks. Next is 4 solid. First one again above open block, 2 double crochets in chain space, 1 in the next stitch. Next 3 solid blocks above solid blocks. So here it's best to count the stitches. So you know that for 3 solid blocks you'll need 3 times 3, 9 double crochets here. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have total now 4 solid blocks. Next is 2 open blocks, and open blocks above solid blocks we chain 2, then skip 2 stitches and double crochet in the next. And 1 more, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, and 2 solid blocks. First one above solid blocks, so we'll do 3 double crochets, 1 in each. Second one above open block, 2 double crochets in chain space and 1 in a stitch. Here we do 4 open blocks. And next again 2 solid blocks. So for 2 solid blocks you can count 6 double crochets. Then again 2 open blocks, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, 2, skip 2, and 4 solid blocks all the way up to here. You can count 12 double crochets, and then you finish with 6 open blocks. Row 7 is 5 open blocks, 4 solid, 2 open, 3 solid, 4 open, 3 solid, 2 open, 4 solid, and 5 open. I did 5 open and now 4 solid. You can count 12 double crochets. Next is 2 open blocks. And then 3 solid. You can count 9 double crochets. Then 4 open blocks. And then you continue on the other side. So 3 solid, 2 open, 4 solid, and finish with 5 open. Row 8 is 5 open blocks, 3 solid, 2 open, 5 solid, 2 open, 5 solid, 2 open, 3 solid, and 5 open. I did 5 open. Now 3 solid. We can count 9 double crochets. And 9, then 2 open blocks, and next is 5 solid blocks, 1 here, 3 here, and 1 here, and you can also count 15 double crochets. And after 5 solid, it's 2 open blocks, and here you do the same. You repeat the first of 5 solid blocks, 2 open, 3 solid, and 5 open. Next is row 9. It's 5 open blocks, 2 solid, 2 open, 6 solid, 2 open, 6 solid, 2 open, 2 solid, 5 open. And after this, let's do row 10 together. So I finished row and already started 10. So it is here 6 open blocks, then 1 solid, 1 open, and then all these solid blocks here. This is 16. Then 1 open, 1 solid, and 6 open. So after 6 open, I will do 1 solid and 1 open. And now these 16, so we'll do solid blocks all the way up to here. So you can count 3 times 16, 48 double crochets. But also this one is not so hard because we know that we have to double crochet in each of these stitches. then above these 2 open blocks, then each of these, and then last solid block goes above this open block. And I did all 16 solid blocks, and next here is 1 open and 1 solid, and finish with 6 open. Row 11 starts with 7 open blocks, and then all these solid blocks, and this is 18 and ends with 7 open blocks. I did 7 open blocks and now 18 solid blocks all the way up to here. So you can count 18 times 3 is 54 double crochets. And you know that you have to finish here above this next open block and then do 7 open blocks to finish. It is a good idea to count your double crochets too when you have so many solid blocks to do, especially above solid blocks on previous row. I have skipped some stitches when I didn't count, so after that I started counting all my stitches here. So this is up to you. Row 12 repeats exactly row 11, so 7 open block, 18 solid and 7 open. So after that, let's do row 13 together. Row 13, 8 open blocks, 7 solid, 2 open, 7 solid and 8 open. I did 8 open, and next is 7 solid blocks. So here we definitely need to count the double crochet stitches. So for 7 solid squares I will do 21 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I did my 7 solid blocks. Next is 2 open, and again 7 solid blocks. I'll count 21 double crochets again and finish with 8 open blocks. So I know I counted the stitches right because now I have 3 double crochets left here to make that first open block, skipping 2 and double crochet in the next, and 7 more open blocks. And row 14, 8 open blocks, 6 solid, 4 open, 6 solid, 8 open. And I'll continue working these rows the same way. I will make 2 gingerbread men, so I will finish all the rows here on this chart, 43. So I want to do 3 rows of open blocks between the 2. If you want to make the 2 gingerbread men in opposite directions like my table runner, then after completing all the rows here, just turn your graph upside down and repeat the rows starting with row 40 in this direction all the way up to the first. I finished my two guys here, cut off my first color thread, and next we can do the candy cane border. So I made slip knots with my two colors for the edge. It doesn't matter which one you start with, and it also doesn't matter where you start with. I'm just going to do it here in the corner. So with my red color, I will join it in that open block space, make a single crochet, then chain 6, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now pull that loop longer and take your hook out. We'll continue with a second color. I have white here. Insert hook through that slip knot, and we'll join it here in the next open block space with single crochet and chain 6, 2, 3, 5, 6. After chains again, I pull this loop longer, take hook out, then insert hook through your first color loop, pull this one, you can push this one back a little, and the first color in front of that second one, go into the next open block space and single crochet, chain 6, pull that loop longer, take hook out, insert it in that second color loop, I push this one back, and in front of the first color in the next open block space, single crochet and chain 6, 5, 6, pull the loop longer, push it back, first color loop, next open block space, single crochet, chain 6, and with this pattern you will have the threads tangled, so every once in a while I'll just untangle them. And now I'm at the corner. The corner open block is here. So just whichever color is next, single crochet in the corner open block, chain 6, second color Also single crochet in a corner space, chain 6, and one more single crochet in corner space with my second color, and chain 6, 5, 6. The next single crochet I will make in the next open space, open block space. So you can turn your piece sideways if you started in short side, and now the long side will do the same. And now continue with your 2 colors the same on all sides, and in each corner you'll do 3 single crochets. And I am back to beginning now. I did the last corner with 3 single crochets, and I'm going to finish my red color first. It's the color I started with. So again, push back that white one, and after last 6 chains I will just slip stitch in my first single crochet I made with my red color. And I already cut off my thread. I will now fasten off, and then do the same with your second color. Mine is white. So this one also the last 6 change, and in front of that red color thread find that first single crochet you did with that color and make a slip stitch in it. Also cut off this one and fasten off. And next I'm going to weave in all the ends, and then I will block it to get it into a nice shape. So I will make it wet, then stretch out on my blocking mats and attach with pins. I like to use some spray starch to give it firm shape, and then let it dry completely before removing pins. And I will show you how I block my table runner next. Here is my finished table runner. It looks great after blocking. And I hope you have fun making your own gingerbread man table runner. You will find the link to written pattern and charts in video description box. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting!